So I posed the question, is Banished still worth it in 2022? Hello, my name is Verify, and I'm going to give you 5 reasons why I believe that Banished is still worth it in 2022 after 7 years in under 10 minutes.
Did you just answer the question in under 15 seconds? Well, not the only thing you finished that quick.
One of the standout aspects of the game for me has always been the music. With its medieval folk style, it lulls you into a false sense of security with its cheery and calming undertones. So whether you have a building that's on fire, or a tornado ripping through your town that you've spent hours creating, the music is always there in the background, just almost reassuring you that everything will be okay. Of course, until it's not. The sound effects bring the game alive perfectly, whether it's a blacksmith or working hard to forge tools to avoid the impending tool apocalypse, a builder building your next building, or even the tranquil sounds of a river flowing past your town. They all just combine so well together to add a certain realism to the game. After 7 years, there have been many advances in graphical technology, with most game developers going down the low poly route. I personally believe that the game has aged really well and still holds a certain visual charm. Banished is renowned for how brutal and unforgiving it can be amongst gamers. Because this game focuses on its macro management to succeed, many things can go wrong. Don't have enough tools? Don't have enough food? Didn't build a hospital or have enough herbs? Of course, you have the ultimate control, but the game has a way of pulling the proverbial rug from under your feet when you least suspect it. That being said, the game has 3 difficulty modes, from easy to hard, where one gives you a partially built village to get you started, to the latter giving you pretty much just the clothes on your back. The challenge the game provides always has you wanting that one more turn, which makes it incredibly addictive. There are other ways to modify the difficulty and experience of Banished, which leads me nicely on to reason number 3. There are many mods available for Banished, from such modders as Black Liquid, who brought you Colonial Charter, Kid, Red Ketchup, and many others, most of which are available from the Steam Workshop. These mods change many aspects of the game, from the starting conditions to different building types and resources. When you put this all together, it allows you to play Banished any way you like, from making it more difficult to playing it the way I like to, which is in a more creative and aesthetic town building approach without worrying about all the macro management. As fantastic as Banished is as a standalone game, I truly believe that these mods have helped extend the life of the game way past its expected shelf life. With Banished being an older game, it means you don't have to have the most up-to-date hardware to play it. This opens the door to a larger audience. That being said, larger towns will slow most systems down. In my years of making videos of Banished, I noticed the huge range of ages of the people who play. I suspect this is because the learning curve is quite low, as well as being able to control the pace of the game. With over 1,000 people playing daily on Steam, clearly there has to be something about Banished. My final point on why Banished is still worth it in 2022 has to be the fact that Banished has set the gold standard for the town management and survival genre. Many games such as Patron and Settlement Survival, which have been released in the last year, have taken huge inspiration from Banished. But if you ask me, though it's often imitated, the magic that Banished is has never been replicated. So that concludes my 5 reasons why Banished is still worth it in 2022. Do you play Banished, or has this video inspired you to pick it up again, or maybe even for the first time? Let me know down in the comments, because I'd be really interested. If you like games that are similar to Banished, why not check out my review of Settlement Survival, where I go over the game that admits openly that it bases itself on Banished. Thank you for watching, and until next time, as always, take care. So I don't need to record the very beginning bit again, do I? I can just be like, the hello Verify.
You think you have a different option to cut from?
You're going to really hate the sound of your voice if you ever listen back to this, son.